me and Gabby are going to discuss our reaction videos and also our different perception of the trailer. To start off, I personally have a different kind of perception than Gabby. I've never seen any of the Conjuring movies. As you and Gabby are familiar with, I've very scared of scary movies, and my reaction video kind of tells it. I'm a lot more animated and like turning my head around and checking out like, is there something behind me? Even though there's not, I'm just not scared. So that's kind of my perception, Gabby. If you want to take it from there, obviously
Um,
more.
yeah, from like watching your trailer, I feel like you were very like I feel like you were more into it like just because you didn't expect like what was gonna happen from not like watching prior movies. And for me, like I've watched like Annabelle, like The Conjuring, all the movies that do connect with each other, so I kind of like know the vibe and like what's gonna happen, like how the trailer should be because I've watched all the trailers already and like I've seen all the movies, and I just felt like this trailer just really was not like it didn't bring about what the movie's about at all. Like I feel like it was very like not detailed. I mean, not that most trailers are detailed, but I feel like it was not really like giving any type of connotation of how the movie's gonna go or anything. And I feel like watching like Max's reactions, like he was kind of like scared because he didn't like he was expecting like a pop out or like something like that. And I feel like the trailer really didn't go along with that at all, which it's usually like that. Um, I feel like we both had completely different perceptions of the trailer. Like during the whole thing, if you put our videos like side by side, like I was kind of just like sitting there, like staring at the screen, and like Max is like had a lot of body movements and like different eye motions, and like I was kind of just like chilling watching the trailer.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was definitely the glaring difference in our reaction videos. I think like from our notes and like what we discussed is that despite my uh jumping and scared just scaredness throughout the my video, we both kind of are in agreement that that despite that the trailer just like wasn't a great movie trailer. It like I've obviously seen scary movie trailers in the past, and I was scared of this one, but I've been much more scared of other ones. We you also you talked a little bit about how um, there wasn't really any like tie in from the previous movies. They didn't really like talk about how this movie is like affected by the other movies or how they're all like kind of brought together. Can you speak a little more about
Yeah, I
that?
feel like most of these movies like they do like they all connect in a way. Like yeah, like it's always a different like main character. Like the one movie like it was based off of just Annabelle or like the nun, like the nun character in the other movies was it was based off of the nun and then they kind of made like movies that went off of those characters itself. But I feel like this one like didn't really like it didn't really like bring point like it didn't bring across like a main character. Like I feel like most of the trailers like you can tell who the main character is going to be and like what the movie's going to be about, and I feel like they just didn't show that. And like in the beginning of the trailer it was like they were sitting at the table, and I feel like with the like little audio thing where they hear like the ghost talk through it or like something like connects to the lady in some sense like through the little audio thing, and I feel like they do that in every movie, so they kind of should have like I feel like they should have done something different being that there is already previous movies to this. um and everyone kind of knows, well, the most people that have seen the movie they know how it's like what's going to happen and like how the girl like interacts with like um the different characters in the movie and stuff. And it is based off of a true story, so like I do know like that all of these things. And there was a point where the lady in the movie in the trailer said that this was like the scariest encounter like she has out of everything that they have like in their basement already to begin with. And that kind of like blew my mind because like Annabelle and like the nun, like those were all like scary. And in the movies prior to this, like they kind of did show like how it was scary, and they showed like the concepts behind of like the different characters and how they even got to that point, like of being like as haunted as they are, even though they're just like objects. And I feel like in this one, like they didn't really like I wouldn't personally go want to go watch the movie from watching this trailer at all. Like it did not give me a need to want to get up and just like, oh, like this movie looks cool. Like not at all. Like I probably, if I didn't watch the movies beforehand, I probably wouldn't go watch this movie or spend money on it.
Yeah, no, I took a note on that one thing you said about how this is like the scariest encounter we've had yet. Um, like how does it get any more scary? What constitutes like how scary it is? So like is that all just like the trailer trying to hype up the movie? I mean, probably. I mean, from like past experience, um, all not usually the first movie or the second movie are probably the best. And I don't know if that kind of translates over to scary movies and like that genre. You obviously are a little more familiar with it. Would you say that's kind of like the case?
I feel like 100% they're definitely just trying to, especially with everything going on. I feel like it's kind of hard to like even produce a movie right now. So like they're kind of just like maybe putting something out there just so people like see the name again. It's like oh these people forgot about this like movie series. Like let's just make something now. But like I feel like they didn't have the opportunity to like expand the way that they could expand.
Yeah,
Um, which makes it harder for them. But I feel like they should have done something a little better with that. Like a lot of horror movies, like you can tell with the trailers how the movie's gonna go, and I feel like you just have no, like it was very bland. Like I feel like it was not, like I wasn't watching a horror movie trailer like at all. Like I was just watching like I don't even know. It was not like a trailer at all. I feel like it was
yeah.
very minimal.
The content itself um it seemed very like bland, and then the overall just like quality of the trailer just seemed very
It
like
seemed
low.
really, really bad. Like I feel like now, like with all the technology and everything that we have, like
Yeah,
they could do something 10 times better than that. Like that was very like not okay for like 2021.
yeah. I think we've all made some pretty good points. Um, for the both of us, all of us. Do you have anything else before we check out?
No, I just think this was a good like learning activity, like seeing how people do interact with like different genres, different movies in general. Like people do have different reactions to everything, and it's kind of crazy. Like someone
Yeah,
like me that like loves watching horror movies, and there's someone that like literally can't even look at the screen, and I'll sit there with a straight face, and it doesn't faze me. Like I like it's
absolutely.
crazy.
No, yeah, it was definitely interesting to see like the various like my reaction was completely polar opposite from your reaction. Despite how bland the trailer was, we can both agree.
I was still like, even if the trailer was like better than it was, like how it went, I probably still would have sat there with a straight face.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I think that's